Yo, what is up guys, SurgicalGoblin here and welcome to this new episode. In today's video, as you can see, I have this really old school Miner Ice Wizard Tornado Balloon control deck. Actually a really solid deck and really fun deck to play with. 2.9 average electrical, so it cycles really quick. And as I just mentioned, old school. Why old school? Just because I used this deck I think like more than a year ago in like tournaments as well, like live events, but also just like in grand challenges and just like for fun, like in friendly badges. Actually a really solid deck. I think I used to play it with Knight instead of Valkyrie. Right now I do have the Valkyrie in it just because there's quite a lot of like for example against Batteram, against Bandit, stuff like that, but also of course like the Goblin gangs, Dart Goblins, like those type of decks. Valkyrie is just better than the Knight. Even though the Knight does one-shot step Goblins right now, I still prefer Valkyrie in this deck. Of course it does make it a little bit more expensive, and I don't make that many like Valkyrie balloon pushes, rather like minor balloon pushes, whereas with the Knight you would for example rather make like a Knight balloon push, or like often, like more often. So I'm actually 9-0 in the Grand Challenge right now, so hopefully we're able to get the 12-0. It will be a little bit tricky because this deck is definitely, not the strongest in this meta. Like, this is definitely not the best deck possible or something in the game right now. Of course, there's still a lot of, like, Electro Dragon in the meta. There's still a lot of, like, Flying Machine, Barpa decks, like, stuff like that. So it's definitely not an easy deck to use, but it's definitely a really fun deck to use. So I think you guys will enjoy, watching me play with this deck. And personally, I also, as I just mentioned, like, used to play this deck often. So personally, I also really like these type of decks. So let's hop into the first match, guys. Let's give it a thumbs up and let's give it a good look. So looks like we start off with Balloon. We have Fire Spirits, Ice Spirit, and Ice Wizard. So I guess I would just start off with the Ice Spirit at the bridge. Nothing too special there. So I was just talking about it, like Barpat, Flying Machine. Pretty sure that it's this deck, probably even with 3 Musketeers in it as well. So super tough matchup over here, but definitely like winnable. Like we can definitely outplay him using the Tornado, like on the Musketeers for example. So I guess I will set my miner over here. Let's see what he drops. Looks like he decides to go with his Barbell. So if he, so he also has guards. So I'm not sure what this is. Let's actually go with Valkyrie. Like once I saw the guards, I decided to stop the Barbarian and then go with a Valkyrie, because now the Valkyrie will also counter his guards over there. So I'm not sure if this is too aggressive, but I think, they're definitely too aggressive. I already sent my balloon like when he dropped his E-Dragon, so definitely not a good balloon over there. I think it still might get a hit actually, but I don't, no, it will not get a hit, so that's unfortunate. Looks like he actually has Royal Giant, so he has Royal Giant. Okay, let's try to defend this, guys. Let's actually go with Tornado, Ice Spirit, and then Fire Spirits. Hopefully be able to counter this. Looks like we will be able to counter that. So that was actually really good Tornado. And then with Ice Spirit, Fire Spirits, as you guys saw, was able to kill the E-Dragon and was also able to Fly Machine. And as you guys can see, we did take a lot of damage on the left side, by the way, but we are able to outcycle his air counters. But he also has Fireball, and he also has Fire Spirit. So wow, what a tough matchup over here. Flying Machine, E-Dragon, Barpod, Royal Giant, and then guards with Fireball, Fire Spirits. Super tough matchup, but as I said, definitely not unwinnable or something. Like in my opinion, with this deck, basically, well, not necessarily every matchup, like every single matchup is winnable, but most of the matchup, like you should be able to outplay them or like outcycle them, for example. But let's see, guys. Let's cycle with Ice Wizard in the back. Looks like he decides to go with his Barbell in the back. I will go with Miner, and then I'll send the Ice Spirit to cycle. Looks like he did predict a Miner like spot, so that was well played in his part. We'll be able to negate like all of the damage actually there. And let's actually go with a Valkyrie over here, like with the Ice Wizard, and then I will actually cycle with my Balloon like a little bit to the back, and then I cycle back to a Miner. So let's actually go with a Miner in front of the tower. Still have the Valkyrie with the Ice Wizard like on the left side. Looks like he does go with his Fire Spirits, and his Flying Machine is able to counter that completely, but he will be able to get, or like we will be able to get the death damage. So let's actually Tornado back to Royal Giant, and let's then go with a Valkyrie over here. Ice Wizard will not be able to, like he will not be able to kill the Ice Wizard just because he doesn't have like Zap or Lock or something, and a Barbell will not reach it. Unfortunately, Royal Giant still gets a hit, so that's quite unfortunate there. Let's actually go with a Balloon and then wait a little bit and then go with a Miner. Let's actually try to, no, I was about to say, let's actually try to predict his Fire Spirits, but that will not work out. Let's actually go with Ice Wizard, knowing that he will most likely go with Royal Giant over here. So it looks like he actually goes with Flying Machine in the back. I guess I will actually go with a Valkyrie, and then I will go with a Balloon. Hopefully the Valkyrie will be tanking. I'm not sure actually. Looks like it actually goes towards the Barpot, so that's unfortunate. His Flying Machine will definitely be able to counter the Balloon. Like the Balloon will no way go through like the Barpot. Actually we'll be able to get a second hit, so that's pretty cool for us. So let's actually go with a Tornado, and let's then again go with Fire Spirit. So let's go with Ice Spirit, let's then go with Fire Spirits, and let's go with a Valkyrie. He does again Fireball my Ice Wizard, and this time it will die just because the Flying Machine like got a hit onto it. So Royal Giant does get 2 hits, and this is actually really tricky, guys. Let's go with Balloon. Let's go with a miner, and right now we need to get the damage. We need to get towards the tower. Let's actually zap to retarget. Hopefully we, yeah, okay, we did actually hit the fire spirits. That's awesome. Let's go with ice spirit. Let's go with fire spirits, and I think this is a good game, guys. The balloon, yeah, the balloon even connects. Even though, like, if the balloon didn't connect, we would have been able to get the death damage there. But let's give him a good game. Let's give him the wall plate, and let's give him a thumbs up. So awesome example, like, of a pretty hard matchup, in my opinion, at least. Like with this deck against Barbot, Royal Giant, Guards, fire spirits, yeah, fireball, flying machine, and E-Dragon. Definitely not an easy matchup, especially because, as you guys see, like, we don't have any big spell at all. But the tornado, ice spirit, fire spirits combination, like, on defense is just insane. And then with the help of the ice wizard and Valkyrie, we're able to, yeah, kill the Royal Giant quite easy. Like, sometimes we did take, like, quite a lot of damage. For example, still 2 hits. We're still able to negate most of the damage and then just keep up the pressure with, like, minor balloons. Sometimes even outcycle him and, like, often just get the death damage. And of course, like, the death damage, I will show you guys real quick, is 272 damage, like, on tournament standard. So definitely not bad. Like, if you consistently, like, can get the balloon death damage, like, onto the tower more than, for example, like a poison. So let's hop into the second match, guys. Let's give him a thumbs up and let's give him the good luck. So again, we start off with the ice spirit. We also have fire spirits, balloon, tornado, next card ice wizard. So again, I will just do the same, and again we're facing Barbot, guys. Let's go with the ice spirit at the bridge, and let's then send the ice wizard into his Barbot. So I might actually go into the opposite lane depending if he drops something. Like, it's kind of too aggressive, like, to go Valkyrie. I definitely shouldn't leak just because he invested 7 elixir, like, in the Barbot. So then this way, like, he would just get the elixir advantage. But him using the Mega Minion is actually really tempting to go with a balloon opposite lane. So let's actually go with a balloon opposite lane. Let's see what else he has. So he also has a baby dragon. So he has baby dragon, fireball, Mega Minion, and Barbot. So again, not an easy matchup, guys, but again, like, as I mentioned before, definitely not like unwinnable or something. So let's actually go with fire spirits on the baby dragon. Of course, I have to let the baby dragon first lock onto my tower, because otherwise it would just yeah, like, kill the fire spirits in one hit. So let's go with the ice spirit defensive. Let's actually again cycle ice wizard, I think, into this lane, especially because the Mega Minion still got a hit. Don't want to take the barb, like the damage of the barbs. So he actually decides to golem, but we actually can go with a balloon and Valkyrie push into the opposite lane. Not sure if that's the right play over here, just because this way, like, he can just ignore it. He actually does go with his flying machine as well, so he will definitely be able to get a really solid, like, counter push going. But I think we might still be able to defend it. I'm not sure. He will definitely support it with his Mega Minion. I will go with fire spirits as soon as the flying machine locks onto the ice wizard. This way it will actually one-shot it. Then I will actually go with my tornado towards the king. I will go with ice spirit over here. Looks like we, oh wow, such a bad tornado. Okay, so such a bad defense, guys. I actually tried to defend, but that was actually a really bad decision on my part. Probably should have just let it be. Let's actually go with a Valkyrie defensive. Definitely need to fire spirits over here as well. Hopefully the Valkyrie will still be tanking. Looks like it will be tanking. So fire spirits are able to get quite a lot of value here, but I think it's still good game, guys, just because he gets so much damage over there. Baby Dragon is still there, brings down the tower to 284 HP. He actually has a fireball. I'm not sure if he has a lock or something, so he does already go with a fireball. But I think this is a good game for sure. Let's go with miner. Let's go with a balloon. He does go with his flying machine as well, but I think this is, yeah, for sure a good game. He also has Mega Man in his cycle. So let's go with the ice wizard. Let's actually tornado the Mega Man away. Probably should have also tornadoed, like, the Mega or the baby dragon, but it doesn't matter. He already cycled to fireball, so definitely a really, yeah, big mistake on my part. Let's give him a good game. Let's give him a wall plate, and let's give him a thumbs up. So as you guys can see, it can also, like, yeah, like, tough matchups, you can also get crushed. Like, for example, right now getting 3 count. So definitely a big mistake there was trying to defend. Like, I should have just, like, tower trade, then, for example, ice wizard, like, in the back, and then try to, yeah, like, kind of course, like, still counter it, because otherwise he would 3-count me. But then try to kind of, yeah, create, like, a counter push, like, with the ice wizard, with the Valkyrie, like, on the lumberjack and the golem, and then like, hopefully, like, be able to counter push, like, off that with a balloon miner for going for the second tower, rather than, for example, yeah, trying to 3-count him or something. So definitely pretty good match still, like, definitely something, like, we can learn from. So 10-1 in the grand challenge right now. So unfortunately the 12-0 dream is broken, but of course, like, we're still trying to get to the 12 wins. So let's give it a thumbs up and let's give it a good luck. So it looks like we're facing Ku or Ko, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but he's actually a professional like, Japanese player, I think from Detonation Gaming. I'm not sure, but he actually played CRL as well. So we have Valkyrie, we have Ice Wizard, Fire Spirits, Balloon. This time not Fire or Ice Spirit in starting hand. So I guess I would just start off with Fire Spirits at the bridge. Let's see if he has something for that. Looks like he tanks with his Lumberjack. So again, looks like a Golem deck, like facing a Golem deck. So that's definitely difficult, just because most of the Golem decks actually do have Tornado, like, in their deck. So let's see what he drops. Looks like, no, not sure. I don't think this is Golem deck, actually, like, with the Lumberjack and the Bedroom. So I guess this is some kind of Bridgewam deck. Let's see if he has, like, minions or something. If he does, we can go with, no, looks like he actually goes with his collector. So I guess I will go with my balloon, and then I will go with a miner like towards that. So it looks like he does actually have the main horde. Let's go with a ice spirit and a zap. Hopefully be able to kill most of the minions. Unfortunately, we do miss 2 of them, so the balloon will not be able to make it to the tower. We are able to kill his elixir collector, excuse me, but we aren't able to get any damage onto the tower, even with the death damage of the balloon. So this is definitely looking like a 3 musketeer deck. At first, like, I thought golem because of the lumberjack. Then when I saw the oh wow, this is still golem. Let's actually go with a Valkyrie and a balloon like opposite lane again. Like, not sure if this is the right play, like what to do, but I feel like if I just go with like a Valkyrie defensive, he can just easily like put 3 musketeers like behind it. So balloon will definitely be able to take down the tower. I don't think he has a big spell, so Ice Wizard should be annoying for him to deal with, but at the same time he just has so much elixir to work with right now. So let's see, guys. Let's actually send a miner defensive for his lumberjack. Let's see if he goes with something else, like a main horde, for example. Looks like he actually decides to go with better him into the opposite lane. So I went with a fire spirits there. The lumberjack will die to our right side tower, and the ice wizard is still alive. So I think so far we're doing the best I could do. I don't think we will lose the tower here with the ice golem, even though it is raised up, like, because of the lumberjack. We'll definitely be able to take it really low. So let's tornado the musketeers all in one lane, and let's then try to cycle back like to a new Valkyrie. Let's also put the ice wizard onto the golemites. I don't think it will matter that much, like the ice wizard DPS isn't that like special or something, but I think we can still at least try to defend it. So let's actually go with fire spirits. Let's then set the Valkyrie, and let's also zap it, just because the Valkyrie like got nerfed. So definitely still need to zap over there. So let's actually go with a tornado. Let's then go with an ice spirit again, and I think we will not be able to defend this, I think, unless we somehow cycle like really quick. But he also has the rage like golemite right now. Actually we might be able to, but he also has the arrow, so we for sure will lose the tower over here. Even like if I tornado there, like he would still be able to. I don't know if the tornado will still pull everything like in one lane. I think the one musketeer will still go away. So really bad nado on my part. I wasn't aware of it. Like I wasn't thinking about it. But let's go with the ice wizard in the back. Let's go with the ice spirit. Let's see if we can defend this one. Let's actually go with a Valkyrie. And let's see, guys. Let's zap on defense over here to kill the spear goblins, and then of course like help like the tower to kill the barbs. So I'll actually ignore the musketeer on the king tower. I don't think he will. He might go for the 3 count like eventually, but looks like he actually decides to go with his balloon. So I'll actually go, or with his golem, I'll actually go balloon fire spirits right away, knowing that he has minions. So the minions will be able to kill the main horde, and it's looking actually pretty good, guys. I think I will zap the king tower, just to make sure like we get that extra hit in. Right now we just need to cycle maybe even a 3rd hit. Wow, it doesn't get a 3rd hit. Let's actually go with a balloon in the middle, guys. We need the death damage for sure, so let's go with a miner as well. He actually does go with his 3 musketeers. I don't think it's death damage. Yeah, looks like it is death damage. Wasn't sure over there, but otherwise like we definitely would have struggled like defending that, but we were able to take down the tower there. Let's give him a good game. Let's give him a wall plate, and let's give him a thumbs up. So as you guys can see, like also with this deck, even though we don't have a big spell, we were able to beat golem 3 musketeers. Luckily for us, he didn't have zap or lock, like he had arrows, which allowed us to make like the one balloon miner push like with fire spirits, because let's say he has zap, he would just drop the main horde, like first zap the fire spirits and then drop the main horde. But right now he didn't have the time to like reactively arrow, like he first dropped the main horde, and then like I went with fire spirit. So that definitely won us the game over there, like for the second tower. That, yeah, as I said, like minor balloon push with fire spirits for his main horde. So definitely a really cool match as well. 11-1 in the grand challenge right now, guys, and let's see if we're able to finish the grand challenge right now with this last match. Well, hopefully the last match, of course. If we lose, like it's not the last match. But it looks like searching for opponent takes a while, so I guess I would just edit out when we find our last match. Well, hopefully the last match. Okay, guys, as you can see, we found the next match, so hopefully this will be the last one, as I just mentioned. Let's give it a thumbs up, and let's give it a good luck. So we started with Ice Wizard, we have Zap, Nado, and then Miner. Next card is a balloon, so if he, for example, pumps up, we could, for example, send like a Miner balloon. But looks like he just, sends emotes so far, so let's actually do this one real quick. So looks like he started with Bats. Guess I will go with Ice Wizard in the back. Let's see if he drops something else. So Bats is really good for us, like so far, just because like then we can zap them away, like keep the zap. So it looks like he actually goes with his bar pot. I'll actually go with my balloon miner over here, just because he just invested 7 elixir. And this deck probably means that, as you guys see, it has the flying machine fireball. So the balloon will for sure get 1 hit, probably even get a 2nd hit, not a 3rd hit, like, maybe if no, I don't think even if I stepped, like it wouldn't have gotten the 3rd hit. So let's go with the Ice Spirit for the flying machine. A little bit late over there, wasn't able to tank like with the Ice Spirit. Do take 3 hits because of that, so that was definitely, not well played on my part. Looks like he actually goes with his muskies. Hopefully in time. I was a little bit late with the Nado. Yeah, really late with the Nado. So definitely a rough start so far, guys. Let's see what he drops. I guess he will support like the 2 musketeers, but I'm not sure if he thinks that I have a big spell. Yeah, looks like he actually sends the better ammo over here. Let's go with a Valkyrie on the 2 Musketeers. Let's send the Minor defensive, and let's then go with Fire Spirits, like for the barbs. So let's see, guys. We definitely still need to zap over there. Let's actually go with a zap right now, and then hopefully not lose the tower. It does bring down the tower to 821 HP. So terrible tornado on my part. Definitely cost me a lot of elixir there, but also like wasn't able to like pull all in one lane, and then he was able to like make a really good double lane pressure push. So he did use the bets over there, so we used the zap. Like, we aren't too worried about sending, for example, a balloon right now. Kind of want to send a balloon into this lane, even though he does have the flying machine. I think it's still worth it. Or maybe he doesn't have the flying machine. No, looks like he decides to go with a fireball. So I'll actually send my miner to the right side to like get some chip damage. Still need to take down the right side tower, especially because we don't have a big spell. So miner is able to take it down until 154 HP. Let's actually go with Fire Spirits over here. This time we are able to hopefully tornado all in one lane. Looks like this time we are reactive enough, so we are able to pull all the Musketeers into one lane. So let's cycle with Ice Spirit in the back. Let's go with Ice Wizard. He will probably, there you go. Let's go with a Zep on defense. He will probably go with his better him in this side, so we are able to defend the one. Let's go with a Valkyrie. Let's go with the Ice Spirit over here, and let's then go with the Ice Wizard. Hopefully in time. Looks like we are in time. So far we're defending pretty good, guys. So definitely would have been able to do the same defense like in the beginning, but because I messed up the tornado, like we actually took so much damage. But I think we're still looking pretty good, guys. Let's actually go again with a tornado, like for the Musketeers. Keep the Valkyrie for that, but I might actually have to use my Valkyrie like on the better ammo over here. Depending, let's actually go with a Valkyrie over here. Let's then go with the Ice Spirit, and then we can just zap Fire Spirits over here. So let's go with a zap, let's go with the Fire Spirits, and we are able to win it, I think. Yeah, definitely win it. Are able to defend it, and the time is over as well. So let's give him a good game, let's give him a well played, and let's give him a thumbs up. So as you can see, even though this deck does have some difficult matchups, you're still able to outplay them, and you're still able to win those type of matchups. So definitely not the best deck in the meta, as I said. Like, it's definitely quite risky, like a deck like to use, like quite a risky deck to use, I mean. But it's definitely a really fun deck to play with, and it's also definitely pretty skillful in my opinion. So 12 fun in the grand challenge, as you guys can see here, and I would say let's just open to the chest opening, guys. Hopefully we're able to get some like something nice, like hopefully like a legendary or something. So 22k gold out of the first, or like out of the chest, of course, which is always nice. We get 10 skeletons, we get 13 million horde, we get some cannons, we get some rascals, 1 electro dragon, we get some ice golems, we get 2 giant skeletons. So far like a mix of everything, epics, rares, and commons. 194 barbarians. Looks like we get quite a lot of rares. 93 mini pekkas, we get 58 goblin huts, we get 8 barbarian barrels, and I think if we get a lot of commons right now, we can actually get a legendary. So let's see if we get a legendary, guys. Looks like we do get a legendary. 700 ice spirits, and the next card will be a legendary. That's awesome, guys. Super cool episode. Personally, I had a ton of fun recording it. Hopefully you guys also enjoyed watching it, but I would say let's just see what kind of legendary we get, guys. Let's see, and it will be looks like Royale Ghost. Royale Ghost is actually pretty good. 5 out of the 20, so it's getting its way like to max. Of course, like still 15 more like to max it, to be able to max it. But definitely, getting there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Definitely a really cool one, as I just said. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smack the like button. If not subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to subscribe. And I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye, guys.